kingdom of God. You're not supposed to expect accolades and, flowers from the human being. If they come, well and good, but you're not supposed to expect them. Yeah, your blessings come from the Lord for doing what needs to be done. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. You don't expect your neighbor to love you. You're doing it for the greater glory of God. So it's a mental health issue, this one. And I hope, in fact, you can write that in your social media and send it round to the young people.
The only love that is true is agape love.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
The one that you expect back.
Absolutely. That's a good one.
True.
That's a good one.
So do it good, but don't expect it back. Essentially. All right. So there's even as we look at some of the things that have been happening, our minds are cast back to a time when we read the stories of huge homes, property, then being demolished either to make way for infrastructure or to make way for the environment.
Absolutely.
Where houses, homes, property, offices were built on riparian land.
Yes.
We're seeing the same thing and has happened over, decades, and it's happening again.
Yeah.
And so,
sadly so.
True. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, I think that your opinion has come through there. But property has come down in the last few days.
Yes.
And it has been a bit ugly.
Yes.
In terms of how it has happened.
Yes.
But when we're saying safety versus property rights this morning, is there a fine line, or are the lines very clearly demarcated in terms of, if this is an area where one should not be building, then you should not cry the tears when, the authorities bring it down?
And let me take it back a little bit. Last year, we were celebrating 15 years of our constitution, enactment of our Katiba at 15. I think that was the rallying call last year, Katiba at 15. And I did say in one platform that if the Katiba we have today was to be judged or to be looked at in a physical form, that which you can touch and see, then it would be the physical spaces in which we exist. That is the true telltale of how we have rolled out our Katiba. Right? How are our physical spaces? How is the town planning? How is our urban planning? How are rural towns? How are the quality of the roads? It's not just about building a road, but how is that quality of the road? How is it serving us? What is the level of cleanliness? And these are the constitutional expectations, the right to clean environment, the fact that urban planning and land use and planning has been devolved to the counties and brought closer to the people. These are the expectations of Katiba at 15 that by now we have resolved and sorted out our physical environment such that it is serving us. I'll tell you today, and I've said this severally, I even said this if you remember, when we were doing our mental health campaigns that time. We take for granted the physical environment that we live in, and we don't realize what impact it has even on our mental wellness. Look at the pedestrian today, especially in these tough economic times. In the morning, you wake up, you see hordes of people walking from, whether it's Kawangware, whether it's, from all those areas, they're walking right across town, maybe to industrial area where their jobs are. And look at how dangerous it is for a pedestrian to just walk through the streets of Nairobi. It's actually a matter of life and death. And imagine the stress within which that person is going to arrive at their place of work. Our physical environment is a complete embodiment of our constitution and the failures that you see happening, including the fact that you have people, building on riparian, yet we have county governments that are the custodians of those land use plans. They're supposed to be enforcing such that we don't see such things happening. It's really a travesty. Now, the work that the Rivers Commission is doing is actually absolutely commendable, because riparian areas are completely protected by law, by constitution. You're not supposed to build on them. Even if your land title has a riparian going across it, it is not for you to use. The reason being, riparian is used by everyone downstream. You'll hear, people in Makueni complaining about the quality of water. That quality of water starts here in Kirichwa River, that then goes to feed into the Athi River somewhere down the line. So everybody on that riparian has a duty to the human being who's down in Makueni, down all the way, Taita Taveta, all the way downstream. Those people also deserve very clean water. So really, when you're buying land that is that has a riparian around it, there should be that realization that this space is not yours. It is for Kenyans. And the government has a duty to protect that. But how do we find ourselves where we are?